This is Jarren Benton, and you are now tuned into Jacked Up Radio.
Kato! Oh my God! Not again! Yeah, razor blades and steak knives. I've been tweaking off of this man, been up for 8 nights. My producer is Asian, so he ate rice and practiced kung fu and meditate in the daylight. You a bitch, you probably picking for gay rights. I cracked the fucking jaw with a spinning kick in a cage fight. So negative, give a fuck what they like. Y'all a bunch of wussies, a bushy puss of a crazed life.
Back on the program, and my next guest, there's really no way I can replicate how he says it, so I gotta say it in my plain, boring radio voice, but Jarren Benton, Decatur, Georgia, stand up, and thanks for calling in, man.
What up, homie? How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you on. So what'd you do for New Year's?
No, I didn't really do shit for New Year's, man.
Really?
It was a boring New Year, man. You know what's crazy? I missed the countdown, too. I didn't realize it was a countdown, man. I was in the house watching a Happy Ending marathon.
Wow.
How ridiculous is that?
Well, I actually missed it too by 5 minutes. I stayed up, and I don't know if this is a good or bad look for me, but I stayed up 5 minutes till just so I could see Miley Cyrus perform, and then I promptly, drunkly passed out and missed the ball drop myself.
Right, there you go, man. That's how we do it, man.
Right on. So
I'm a loser for the New Year.
Yeah, I've been working on figuring this out, though. How the hell do you rock that headgear of yours so well?
Man, I don't even know, man. I think I just got a natural knack for it, man. You know, I think it's just me. It's sort of like, you know, when fucking who was it? When your dude from that movie, when he had what movie is that, man?
The dude from that movie.
Who the hell is that? Who got to grab the sword out of the fucking steel, out of the rock?
Damn, I'm drawing a total blank, which would shock everybody because I'm a movie nerd. Excalibur?
Excalibur, there we go. That's it. That hat is like Excalibur, man. It chose me. I saw it, picked it up, put it on, and damn, it was just like,
it's a great fit, but should white people also wear it? Because I see that, you know, the tight jean Hollister guys, and it looks kind of retarded. So, I mean, do you think we should just limit it to you?
You know, I can't even take full credit for that. I'll take credit for this, though. I'll take credit for me being the first person to bring that style back. Nobody else was rocking that shit in the new millennium besides me. It started in the 80s, man. Like, a lot of hip-hop cats was rocking that shit. If you go look back and you do the research, man, you'll see, like, fucking Fat Boys. It was big in like the early '80s when hip hop first started. Like, they would rock that with the Gazelles, with the Puma suits or the Adidas track suits, Adidas, you know, shell toes, or the Pumas with the fat shoestrings. You always see that one cat with the raccoon hat. So I took it upon myself to kind of bring that back. So I was like, yo, ain't nobody really doing that. I did that shit probably like, I want to say 5 years ago, man, was when I kind of first brought it out.
Yeah. Well, it's catching on, man. Unfortunately for us, it's catching on in some of the wrong places. But seriously, you've got your last release out, the album My Grandma's Basement. It's on iTunes, plug. But how's it doing, and are you happy with that result so far?
Yeah, actually, it's doing dope, man. It exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you. I put it out, you know, you always have positive vibes when you put something out, but the thing about it is you just never know. You know, you could think it's positive if you want, but the truth of the matter is you just never know what it's really going to do. And it exceeded my expectations, man. It went farther than what I thought, so that's good for me. I'm just blessed, and I hope this next project I put out do the same thing, man. So far it's been so far so good, man.
Well, we're going to get to that next project. Also, by the way, speaking of the album, though, I just had to say it. My favorite track was Bully with you and Vinny Paz. And I've got to tell you, the Pop the Trunk line of yours with Vinny Paz, it's killed me ever since I heard it. Every time I play it, it's one of the best lines I've heard in a long time. I had to toss that in there. But you just came off tour with Ritz in the middle of December and Snow the Product. among some other people on the tour. A hell of a lineup. Before I give my viewpoint on the last tour stop in Atlanta, which I was at, what's memorable to you from it?
The most memorable thing to me, man, I gotta say, probably the fans, man. That's always the most memorable. Like, they showed us so much love every place we went. There was not one weak-ass show, and there was not one weak place that was just like, yeah. Everybody showed us so much love. So that's probably my most memorable, man, was just the love that the fans were showing us. That shit just stood out the most out of anything to me.
Yeah, well, my memorable part, besides you killing it on stage, and I'm going to kind of put you on blast here a little bit. I hope you don't get mad.
No,
but
it's all good.
You and presumably some of your hooligans backstage raising hell during the middle of our video shoot with the Ritz, you can literally hear you and everyone else better than us through half of it. I guess I did not have the foresight to bring a microphone that night and paid for it. But so you owe me a Coke and Jack or a dead hooker or something.
I got you, man.
But,
wait, what were we doing?
Basically just raising hell in the background. How do you feel about interviews in general? Are you just fed up with them?
Nah, not at all, man. I love interviews. I mean, fuck, man. I mean, every time they get an interview, surreal. It's like, man, I'm doing an interview. It makes me feel important.
It was pretty fun if I was taking part in it, but I was tired and hungover already and ran out of alcohol and was ready to do the interview but it turned out all good. The interview with Ritz was good. We were trying to get you actually, and then you disappeared after blowing half of the shoot for us. So,
hey, my bad, man.
It's all good.
That's another thing, man. That backstage before, man. You know, it can get a little wild, man. I like to get a little toasted before I hit the stage. So,
man, I can't blame you. I've been a part of plenty of those backstage escapades, and I can't hate it all. It was just too bad I wasn't part of it that night. Hopefully, some other time. But no, you're a great live performer. So was that random white boy you pulled out of the crowd that rhymed with you.
Sick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He wanted.
Was he actually like just a random person? Like that's what
No.
Oh, he wasn't. Because
he was completely a random person. I try to do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I like my shows to feel like a party theme. I don't really want it to seem like too much of a show. I just want it to seem like a party. Like, everybody, like, fuck it. I'm just here to party with y'all. So I'll pull up some random person and I just ask if they want to come up, and it'll be that random dude with a big pair of balls is willing to come up and rock out. And that happened to be one of them dudes that day.
He killed it, man. I mean, I was absolutely impressed. I thought it was all part of like a pre-planned thing or something. But if that was just random, that was a great part of the show. And but anyway, you've got some great stuff out. As I said earlier, My Grandma's Basement mixtapes like Freebasing with Kevin Bacon, the best mixtape title I've ever heard. But the new material you mentioned earlier, we got to have some kind of details, please.
I'm going to give you the shit I'm working on now. It's going to kind of take everybody by a little surprise. It's a little different shit I'm doing. And this is not my official, it's not the official next album I'm releasing. I'm doing sort of because a lot of people don't know, but I'm like a huge fucking indie rock fan. Like,
oh,
I probably
really?
got more rock, classic rock, and indie rock in my fucking library than hip hop. So I want to kind of do like a dope-ass mashup of me rhyming over some of my favorite, indie artist tracks. It's going to be dope as fuck. And it ain't even necessarily just all indie rock artists. Even you go hear some classic rock in there, too. You go hear some, some electronic shit. It's going to be pretty dope. I'm going to do it in a dope way to where it don't seem too fucking weird, but people still going to be able to dig it. But that's going to kind of be a little far left. And then I'm not saying no names yet. Then I'm working on an EP with a special producer. I can't put out the name.
Okay, that's fine. You've given us a little bit of information. Can we pull some teeth here and get an idea of on an ETA on any of this stuff?
I'm trying to release an indie project probably this month or next month. It'll definitely be by the end of January or early February.
Hey, that's good enough for us. Final question before we wrap. What's better, in your opinion, black girl booty or coked up white girl head?
I'm going to say coked up white girl head, man.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I was just going to say, I had to ask, personally, I've had both, but I wasn't sure. We had a little consortium of our other people here at the station. We all thought it would be a great question, so at least we got your opinion on that. And also, we wanted to say to everyone listening, follow Jarren Benton on Twitter at Jarren Benton. Find him on Facebook, Funk Volumes website. Buy his shit or steal it. Just kidding. Please.
There you go.
Please.
Hey, you can steal it. Hey,
Please support it. At least go to his shows and buy some merchandise, a T-shirt, hook him up with some weed or something. So
there we go.
Yeah, hook him up, and we really appreciate you calling in to talk with us, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for having me, man, and stay tuned, man. 2014 is gonna be a hell of a ride.